This
The primary
conference will now
key
be
in the
recorded.
primary key, what is the point here? Only one primary key allowed per table, guys. I can observe here, only one primary key is possible per table. For example, sir, I want to apply two primary keys, sir. I want to apply three primary keys, sir. I want to apply four primary keys, sir. It is not possible. Primary key is not possible more than one in the same table. In the same table. For example, observe, guys. For example, observe on employee ID, an employee ID, we apply primary key. We can apply primary key, guys, on employee ID. So primary key means no duplicates and also no null values, guys. Primary key means no duplicates, no null values. So an employee ID, we can't give the duplicate values and we should not have the null values. Okay, the same kind of property I want to apply the mobile number also. The same I want to apply mobile number also, guys. And also I want in the email also. Email also. Means what is the meaning? What is the meaning? So an employee ID, so no duplicate values, right? Yes, no duplicate values, and also no null values. That's why I taken the primary key. I want to same thing here. And mobile number also no duplicates and no null values. I want means primary key required here, right? Email also I should not have the duplicates and also I should not have the null values. I should not have the null values. Here also I need primary key. But so three primary keys not possible per table. Three primary keys not possible per table. So for primary key, alternative, unique key is there. What is there? Unique, guys, unique key is there. Unique, guys, unique key is there. What's all of you? What is there? Unique, guys, unique key is there. Unique key is there, guys. That's all. All of you observe. For primary key, an alternative. What is there here? Unique key is there. Unique key is there. Unique means same. No null values, guys. No null values and also no duplicate values. No duplicate values. But we can apply unique keys more than one table, guys. We can take the unique key here. We can take unique key here. If you want, we can take unique key. A number of unique keys possible. Only one primary key, guys. Only one primary key. Only one primary key, and we can have n number of unique keys, guys. N number of unique keys possible. All of you guys, all of you observe here, right? So if you want the same primary key properties, if you want the same primary key nature on more than one column, then use the unique key, guys. Use the unique key. Use the unique key, guys. All are clear, right? So on more than one column, if you want to apply, which one? This future, which future? Like should not allow duplicate values, should not allow null values. Then we can go with null value, sorry, unique key, guys. Unique key, right? Unique key. Then, sir, so you are saying that for primary key, unique is the alternative. Alternative means if you want more than primary, take the unique. But what is the need of primary keys? Primary keys, yes. So primary key is used to provide a relationship between two tables, guys. For example, all of you observe. I'll take one table. Just guys, this is the one table, and here one more table is there. I want to develop the relation between these two tables, like a parent table, child table. I want relationship here. Then here primary key required, and here foreign key required, guys. Foreign key. So by using primary key and foreign key only, we can implement a relationship between two tables. That's why it's called RDBM. Yes, RDBMS. I told you on the first day of this classes. Okay, RDBMS stands for relational database management system. So relational means in these databases, either Oracle or MySQL or SQL Server, between every two tables there must be relationship. How to implement relationship? By taking the primary key, foreign keys. By taking the primary keys, foreign keys, we implement relationship between two tables, guys. That is the main advantage of which one primary key. So we cannot use foreign key, unique key for the relationship purpose, guys. We can't use a unique key for relationship purpose. Not possible. Only primary key possible and foreign key possible. These two only possible, guys, for the relationship implementation. So all of you guys are clear. All of you guys are clear. Okay, right. So now what I want here, I want to apply the same primary key on two or more columns. On two or more columns. Then what do we do? On one column, take the primary key, and the remaining columns take the unique key. Remaining columns take the unique key. For example, observe all of you observe here. Let us try to create an example, guys. Yes. Create table. Table name will take here. Suppose unique UNIQE, right, guys? Unique table. I'll take the suppose employee ID, which is the integer type. For this, I take the primary key, guys. I take the primary key, comma. I'll take suppose a mobile, guys. For mobile, I want take I want take same primary key means mobile also no duplicate. In mobile also no duplicate, no duplicate, and also no null values. Then take the which one? Unique, guys. We take the unique. We should take the unique, guys. UNIQUV. That's all unique. Not unique key. One unique, guys. Unique. Then email is there. Email, guys. Email, which is a varchar of some 20. Here also I'll take the unique. Unique, okay? Unique, guys. Then next one. Suppose some name I'm taking now. The name is not unique, right, guys? The name is not unique. The name will take the varchar of some 20, guys. That's all. I'm taking now some 20 enough. Now all of you observe here. All of you observe here. Right? The table, guys. Table created here. It's showing that connection. We are trying to connect. Okay, database means why this all? Why this all? Because, guys, yesterday morning I opened this MySQL. I didn't close it, right? I didn't close it. That's why connection error. But again, connection over and database creation over, guys. The database creation table, everything is over. If you want show tables, guys. Show tables. Yes, our table is there, right? Our table is there. Now description unique tab table, unique table, guys. Okay, unique table. Yes, can observe all of you. An employee ID, what is there? Primary key is there. Primary key is there. On mobile number, what is there? Primary unique key is there. An email ID, what is there? Unique key is there. Unique key is there. And for name, we don't have any key. We don't have any key. Sir, for primary key, it's saying that no null values. At least one null value also not possible. Primary key. But for unique key, why to saying yes, sir? And sorry, said that for primary key, unique key is the alternative. But for primary key, no, it won't allow null values. But for unique key, Why it's saying yes, sir? Why it's saying yes, sir? Yes, it allows one null value. Unique allows one null value. Unique allows only one, guys, one null value. Unique values, unique values. Null also it takes one unique value, guys. It allows all values, but only one time only. Only one time only. For example, observe, guys. For example, observe. Suppose I take the some column name, guys. What is the column name? Suppose let's take here some any column name, guys. Suppose I take the employee number, guys. Employee number where it applied unique. Okay, unique is there. Just imagine, guys. Just imagine unique is there, right? An employee number unique is there, guys. Now I am giving the one. That one should not give again. I am giving the 10. The 10 should not give again. I am giving suppose 5. That 5 should not give again because only one unique values. I am giving null. Yes, that null should not give again. All of right. It allows one value, unique values, unique values. So it allows one unique value also. But the same null value it won't allow, guys. The same null value again not allowed, not allowed. Because if allows again means what's happening here? Duplicate happening, right, guys? Duplicate happening. But it required only unique values only. That's why it allows one null value, one null value. All of you guys, all of you are clear? All of you are clear this one? All of are clear. I'll show you, guys. I'll show you practically. Okay. So let's take here insert into table name is unique table. Unique, right? Unique table, guys. Values of employed I am giving 101. Mobile number I am giving some number like this. Okay, some number, guys, like this. Then email ID sai at gmail.com email ID. Next one, name, guys. I'm taking the name. Suppose I take the name. I take the name, guys. I take the name. Oh, it's saying that out of range, guys. It's saying that out of range for mobile number. So here, then what do we do, guys? What do we do? We can take the a bigger size, guys. We can take the some bigger size for mobile numbers. That we see later. How to take the mobile numbers. So I'll take the small size, guys. Let me take the some small size. Small size. Yes, that's possible. Next one, guys. I'm giving here 102. Again, 101. I'm giving. Is it possible, guys? Tell me now. I change the some value. I change some Gmail also. Yes. If I click this one now, if I click this one, is it possible, guys? Does it create or not, all of you? If I click this one, if run this one, does it create or not? Does it create or not? All of you observe. If I run that one, does it create or not? All of you. No. Why no, guys? Tell me now. Why no? Why no? Why no? Yes. Because the employee ID has primary key. The employee ID has primary key. Primary key means no duplicates. Already 101 is given. You're trying to give 101 again. It will throw error. Check once, guys. Right? See, error came. Duplicate entry 101 for key 1. That's fine. Next, suppose I'll take the 102, guys. I'll take the 102. And what is given previously 90103, right? I'll take again 90103. Now in this case, guys, let me know what will happen. So ID number changed, guys. ID changed, but I'm taking the same mobile number 90103, same 90103 I'm running, and email also changed. Here Sai is there, here Sai1 is there. It changed, guys. And name can be same because on the name no rules, right? On the name no rules are there. Now is it possible, guys? Tell me now. All of you, is it possible? All of you, is it possible? If not possible, why guys? Why not possible? Tell me. Why not possible? Why not possible? Why error guys here? Why error here? All of you, why error here? Yes. For mobile number, I said that unique, right? Unique guys. But I am giving same, right? 90103. I am giving same 90103. Let us try guys here. It's saying that again a duplicate entry 90103 for key 2 guys. For key 2, okay. Now what I'm going to do, I change the ID, I change the mobile number, I change the mobile number. I take the same email ID, guys. I take the same email ID. What is already inserted already? 101, 90103. So these two are changed, guys. ID and mobile number changed. I'm trying to take the same email ID, guys. I'm trying to take the same email ID. Same email ID. Now, is it possible, all of you? Again, right, error. Again, error, guys. Again, why error? Same email ID also should be unique, right? Duplicate entry for each one for email also, guys, which is key 3. That's fine, guys. That's fine. Now, I take all the unique values. I'll take all unique values. I take a psi, right? Psi 1, for example. Yes. Now, it is inserted, guys. Inserted. Finally, how many rows are there? Select star from unique, right? Unique table, guys. Okay, unique table, something like this. Yes. Now I take one more row, guys. I take one more row. I'm going for 103 here. 103 here. I take the null value, guys. You take the null value. I'm going for new email ID, guys. I want to then now. So is it possible, guys? Tell me now. Is it possible, all of you? All of you. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, guys. I told you, right? Allows one unique value. Allows one null value, right? Null value. Null value. Check the table. Yes. One null value possible. Now I take one more null value, guys. I'll try to take one more null value. I'm trying to take one more null value, guys. One more null value. One more null value. I go with the 104. I go with 104. Again, null value. I take the new email ID. Tell me now, guys, in this case, already null value is taken. I am trying to take one more null value. I'm trying to take one more null value. One more null value. All of you. Yes, guys. Is not. So again, what happened here? Again, what happened here? Null value came, right, guys? Null value came. Let me check once. Again, null value came, right? Again, null value came. But in Oracle MySQL server, not possible, guys. But it's allowing null values, right? It's allowing null values. Let me confirm once, guys. Let me confirm because in other databases is not possible. But here it's allowing the multiple null values, right? Let me confirm once, guys. Uh, unique, right? Unique key in MySQL. Unique key in MySQL. Just guys, give me 1 minute time. Let me confirm once. Because guys, whatever the concept I explained, that is sure in the other databases. But in MySQL, small changes are there, right? Or else, uh, can we take multiple null values in unique, right guys? Unique in MySQL. Yes, SQL allows multiple null values in a column with a unique constraint. With unique constraint, guys. Can we unique multiple null values? Remember, you can't add more than one null value to a unique column, since second null will be the duplicate of the first row. See, all of you observe here, all of you observe. See, in case of other databases, guys, this is the rule. Take the SQL server, take the Oracle. This is the rule, guys. What is the rule? You cannot add more than one null to a unique column, since the second null will be the duplicate of the first one. Duplicates are not allowed, guys. This is the concept of Oracle, guys. Concept of SQL server. But in MySQL, it's saying that yes. It's saying that yes, it allows multiple null values in the column. Which constraint? Unique constraint, guys. Unique constraint. I told you, right? I told you that some EF card rules are there. EF card rules, guys. EF, right? EF card rules are there. Card rules. How many rules are there? Totally 12 rules, guys. Out of 12, this Oracle and SQL server supports about 10, guys. About 10 of 12. But MySQL guys, supports only 8.5, guys. 8.5 means so MySQL not supporting all the rules, guys. Among those, this is the one rule, guys. One point, guys. What's the point here? The MySQL allows multiple null values in a unique constraint, but other databases, guys, go with like Oracle or SQL server. This is the concept. All of you define the difference, guys. All of you define the difference. All of you define the difference here. Does unique allows multiple null values? See here also, now all of you observe. See, it's talking about SQL server, guys. SQL server, they are talking unique field in SQL server created using the unique constraint. Okay, each unique constraint uses unique index, rather less unique constraint. The field can accept null values. However, uniqueness will result in the only accepting a single null value, guys. Single null value. All right. In SQL server, tell us null values, but how many? Single null value. Single row with null value. Means single null value, guys. Single null value. Right. Okay. Like this, guys. Okay. Can for null values in Oracle. See, guys, now they're talking about Oracle this case. They're talking about Oracle, guys. Okay, Oracle. See, allowed null value allowed, guys, but not more than once, guys. Not more than once. All of right, but not more than once. So we have seen in SQL server only one. In Oracle also not more than one means only one, guys. See, only one only. Only one only, but MySQL allows more than one, guys. It's allowing more than one null value. All of you guys are clear. Now what do I do? I'll take the here also null value, guys. I'll take the here also null value. I change the value, guys. We change the value 104. Sorry, 105, right? 105. Yes, allowing. Again null value I'm taking. Again null value, guys. 106. Yes, allowing. Again now 7, guys. Yes, allowing. Let us see now. Select. All of you observe here. But in other databases it is not possible. Not possible because guys here see right null values duplicates are there. Right? But in other databases, only one null possible, either MySQL, sorry, either Oracle or SQL Server, only one null possible. In MySQL, n number of nulls possible when in case of unique constraint, guys. In case of unique constraint, these all are possible. So all of you guys are clear now about unique. So unique means two things, guys. We can apply n number of unique constraints in a table. N number of, guys. It means for multiple columns we can apply. And the unique constraint column allows more than one null value also. The unique constraint column allows more than one null value, guys. Allows more than one null value. But in other databases is not possible, right? Now all of you observe, I am going with which one? Unique, okay? Unique constraint, guys. Unique constraint. Yes. Unique constraint. Yes. So all of you observe here. We can apply. Okay. Yes, guys. We can use more than one unique constraint, unique constraint in a single table, in a single table. We can use more than one unique constraint in a single table, guys. In a single table, right? Next one, unique constraint column, guys. Constraint column will not allow which one? Duplicate values. But what's the point here is here? But it allows more than one null value in a single column, guys. In a single column. Which column? Whatever applied this constraint in a single column, which has a unique constraint, guys. Unique constraint, which has a unique constraint. All of clear, right? All of clear is one now. So while creating, guys, we should not use a unique key. While creating, we should not use unique key. We use one unique, guys. Just to write one unique only, not the unique key, guys. Okay. Yes, this is the table creation, guys. Okay. Yes, there is a fine. Now the question is, sir, suppose all a table is there. Create a table. I take the U tab, guys. Unique tab. Okay. U tab. I'll take simply EID, which is integer, which has no primary key. I want to take the suppose, guys, some name. Okay, some name, guys. Suppose institute name, which is a varchar of some 10. That's all, guys. Now what I want here, now an I name, I want to add unique constraint, guys. Means an existing table, how to add unique, right? Unique, guys. Same alter table. What's table name? I have taken some U tab. We use modify. For each column, for I name column, what is the type? Varchar type. What is size? 10 is there. Then I'll take here unique. That's all, guys. We take here unique, right? Unique, guys. Unique. That's fine. Now check the description. U tab. Guys, right? I name unique is there. And for EAD, we have taken already primary key, guys. And unique key allows null values. Yes, is there. It allows null values, guys. It allows null values. It allows null values. So I hope, guys, you are clear about unique constraint, right? All of let me know once, guys. All of let me know once. So what's the point, guys? Here it allows more than one null value in a single column, guys. That's point. I given the mistake, guys, but correct now. Okay, because guys, here I worked more with Oracle and SQL Server, and less time I worked with the Unix, guys. Not now. Around 5 years ago, 5 years ago, in my projects, guys, I used this all. Okay, but we used more Oracle and SQL Server, guys, compared to this MySQL. Okay. Yes. Now let's go for the next one, guys. What's the next one? What next one? Default. Sorry. Check, right? Check constraint is there. The next one is the check, guys. Check constraint is there. So what is the meaning of check constraints, sir? What is the meaning of check constraints, sir? Yes, guys. Now all of you observe. So let's go with check, guys. Check constraint. Let's go with right check, guys. Check constraint. So what is the meaning here? What is the meaning here? If you want to check, if you want to check a specific condition of a specific column, if you want to check a specific condition of a specific column, then we go for the check constraint. So what does it mean, sir? What's the meaning of checking the conditions, sir? Yes. For example, guys, let's take the marks field is there. I'll take the suppose student ID, student ID. I take the student name. I take the suppose marks, guys. Marks is there. So while entering the data, see the marks means should be generally below 100, guys. Below 100. If I give the marks above 100, all of observe. I take the one condition here. Check marks greater than or marks less than 100 only, less than equal 100, guys. That's all. I'm taking one condition here for marks. I'm taking one condition here. While inserting data, I'm giving 101 here. I'm taking the psi here. I'm trying to give here, suppose 120, guys. Not possible. It will throw error. Why? Because on marks we have the condition. What's the condition here? The marks must be less than 100 only. Now you must give some number less than 100, guys. Then only that row will insert. Then only the row will insert, guys. Next one, I am giving 102. Okay, 102 to take the right nani, guys. Nani. Then I am taking here 101, guys. For example, while giving 101, it will check the first condition. What is the marks? Marks are giving 101. 101 less than or equal to 100. True or false? False. Then this row will not insert. Now I'm taking here 100. Now check it. The 100 is less than or equal to 100. Yes, true. Then this row will insert, guys, like this. At while data inserting, at the time only I want to check the condition. I want to check the condition. Check the condition, guys. So all of you are clear. Let us see now one example so that you can easily understand, guys. I'll take the one table, create a table. I take the student data, guys. Okay, student data of SID, which is integer. I take the primary key. Okay, primary key, comma, name, which is the varchar of 10. It should not be a null, guys. So take the not null. I'll take now. I'll take here age, guys. Age or marks, for example. I'm taking now age or marks, guys. Marks, right? Marks, which is a integer. marks integer, then I'll take the check, okay, check, I take the check of, what's column name here, marks less than or equal to 100. That's all guys, that's enough. Now all of you observe the table is created. Check the description, student data guys, student data, right? Now all of you observe, and marks it is not showing any key, right? Not showing guys, not showing, not showing here. Okay, yes, and in case of SID, I have taken the primary key, so no null values. For S name, I have taken the which one? Not null, guys, not null. That's why no null values. For marks, we have taken which one? What is taken here? Check, guys. Check is taken. But for check, is not thinking about null values. Tell us null values, guys. Tell us null values. Only check the condition only. Insert into what is table name? Student data values of 101. I take the psi. I am giving here 101 marks. I am giving. Now 101 marks, guys. 101 marks, right? So all of you observe. Let me take the table here. Select the star from. What's table name here? Student data, guys. Student data. Yes, let me check the condition once again, guys. Let me check the condition. So what is taken here? The marks, we have taken less than or equal to 100, less than or equal to 100. Okay, then I'm taking the 101. It's allowing, right? Allowing, guys. Let me try one more record. I'll take here the marks, suppose 200, guys. Sorry, it's the ID problem. I take the 200 marks. Yes. Run the query. Now I'll try to take the less than 100, guys. Let us take less than 100. Let us see now less than 100, guys. Okay. I'll take here just 20 marks, guys. Yeah. It's also allowing, right? 20 also coming, guys. 20 also coming, right? 20 also coming. 20 also coming. Both are coming, right? Means the check is not working, guys. Check and set not working. Let me take the table again. So we have taken the student data, SID primary key, S name, national marks integer, check, correct, right? Marks. We have taken one condition, but both working, right? Above 100 working, below also working, guys. At both working. Let me try, guys. Let me try student data one. New table I'm creating, guys. I take the new table. Let me take the check the space I'm taking, guys. I'm taking now check the space marks less than or equal to 100, right? That's fine. Now I take insert the first data, guys, here. A table name student one. Again taking, right? Again taking, guys. Take the less value. Taking the less value, guys. Less value. Both are working, guys. Both are working. What is the reason, guys? What is the reason? I am going to take the one more table, student data 2, guys. Student data 2. Don't take the space here. Don't take the space there. Right. It's created. I am going to take the new table, guys. Student 2, data 2, right? Yes, less marks allowed. Let me give the more marks above the 100, guys. Above the 100, I'm giving. It's also allowing, guys. It's also allowing. Why? should not allow if the condition is false. What is the column name? Marks, right? So I'm taking the marks column only, but should not allow, guys. Should not allow. 1 second. What is the name? How do I write check connection to MySQL? Check the expression. Same, right? Column name, data type, they taken the not null, check off, some condition taken, right? Same, guys, we also taken, but still not coming to us, right? 5.0, guys. How do I view customize? How do I add? Create table name, employee ID, not null, name, varchar, not null, age, enter, not null. Check they're taking, right? They're taking the not null always, guys. They're taking the not null, check off age, right? Is it required not null always? They're taking the not null. Here also, we'll check here. No, not there. I've taken marks less than or equal to 100, right? So I'm taking the less than 100, above 100. Both I'm taking, but allowing both, guys. I should allow anyone, right? Allowing both. The marks allowing both. Let me try. I take table 3, guys. Table 3. Marks int. Not null. Check, okay? Check, guys. That's fine. I'm taking the data into table 3, right, guys? Table 3. Okay, that's fine. The same table 3, I'll take the 104. I take the more than 100, guys. No. If you take the 100, at least same 100, guys. If you take the 100 with 104, 5, it's also taking, right, guys? Why check constraint not working in MySQL? Is used to limit the value range that can be placed in a column. If you define a check constraint on a column, it will allow only certain values for this column. If you define check constraint on a table, it can the limit the table level. Yes, they're giving us, okay. SD integer check SD greater than 0, but they're giving -2 also is accepting, right, guys? Accepting. Uh, I think, guys, in the old version, Chucky is not there, guys. Chucky is not there. Yes, guys. Here, one point you can observe here. One point you can observe here. What's the point here? Just now I have seen somewhere, guys. It's saying that yes. So MySQL 8.0 is the first version that supports check constraint, guys. But in my case, I am using the MySQL 5.0, guys. Which one? All you can observe here. This is the old version, guys. 5.0, 5.0. That's why it's not working. Which one? Check constraint, guys. All of right. The check is not working in old versions. Old versions, right? But saying that MySQL 8.0 is the first version of check constraint. Okay. So all of you, how it executes means same, guys. Let me do one thing. Any online compiler is there. 1 second, guys. All of you. Do we have MySQL support here? Do we have MySQL support here? It is MySQL is not there, right? These all programming languages are there. Yes, yes. Okay. So what I explained, the concept is the same, guys. What I explained, the concept is same. So if the marks what I'm giving here, if satisfy the condition, then only that insert the table, guys. Otherwise, it will throw error. All are clear, right? Do we have MySQL 8.0 or not? Let me check once. No, guys, not working. Okay. So all of you just understand the concept, guys. Yeah, understand the concept because there is a version problem, not working that one. But you got the concept, right? What's the concept, guys? Check means what's the meaning here? Before data inserting, you check the condition for a specific column. Check the condition whether the marks are less than or equal to 100 or not. If it is true, then only that entire row will insert, guys. Entire row will insert. Otherwise, it will not come, guys. Jamil Basha, it's coming. I have tried in my laptop. Yes, what the version you're using, Jamil Basha? Which version you are using? All of you just wait for 2 minutes, guys. I have SQL server. I have SQL server. I'll try to show you in SQL server, guys. Okay, I'm opening SQL server. I'll try to show you guys here. Let us see here. Let us see here working about this constraint. All of you observe. So I'm going to use on database, guys. All of you just observe, guys. Just observe. Now, just I'm going to read the query, guys. I'm going to read the all of you observe. So what do I do? What do I do here? Just I'm going there. The same line I'm copying, guys. The same line I'm copying from here. I'm copying from there, and we paste here, guys. We paste here. All of you guys can observe here. All of you can observe here. So what I have done, just I copied pasted, guys. That's all. I copied and pasted from there. Create table name, student data. I'm taking student data. Aside into primary key, sname varchar of 10, not null. I have taken marks into not null. Check off marks less than or equal to 100, guys. Okay. Now run this one, guys. Execute this one. Yes, it is created, right? It is created, guys. Now let's go there. I'll take this one comment, guys. I forgot the writing comment also in my SQL server. I think we take this kind of comment, guys. So what is over now? Table creation over, guys. Right? Table creation over. Table creation over. Now I insert the data, guys. Insert into what's table name? Student data, right? Student stud, right? Data, guys. Values of I am taking here 101, 101, guys. 101. Okay, I'm taking the name Sai. I take the marks 1110, guys. I'm taking the 1110. Let me run this one. Let me run this one. Yes. Now, all of you can observe the error here. All of you can observe the error here. What is the error? Insert statement conflicted with the check constraint. With the check constraint. Okay, check constraint. Let's go and you can check here. The conflict occurred in database. This is the database name. This is table name. In the table, on this column, on marks column, the conflict occurred, guys. What's conflict? About the marks, right? About the marks. You are giving 110, but what is specified here? If marks less than 100 only, hello. Suppose I'll take the 90 marks, guys. I'll take the 90 marks. Now, just allow, why I are taking the comment means I don't want to execute all. That's why, guys. Now, select this one, guys, and run that one. Run that one. Sorry, 190 marks taken, right? Sorry, guys. 190 marks I am taking. Select this one and run this one. Yes. One row, right? One row, guys. Now, you can see now, select a star from, what's table name? Student data. Okay, student data, guys. Now take this one, all of you, copy, select this one, execute this one. Can you see all of you? 90 marks came. Now what do? I am going for again insert into student data, values of let's take one or two, two, guys, one or two. Okay, for name I'm taking the some name, guys. I'll take the Nani. I'll take the Nani, guys, here. I'll take the marks, one or one marks, guys. Now all of you, is it possible? Tell me now. I am giving one or one marks. Now does it execute or error, guys, here? All of you tell me now. Does it execute or error will come? All of you. All of which one? Error comes, guys. Error comes. Why error? Why error? While executing this one, check the marks. Check the marks. Right? Same, guys. Again, insert conflict with check constraint. Now I'll take the just 11 marks, guys. I take the 11 marks. Then that's fine. Inserting one row. Run this query. Now how many are there? 2 rows are there. All right. We have 2 rows, guys. We have 2 rows. That which one? That is the check constraint, guys. Check constraint. You can take check constraint for n number of columns also, guys. No problem, right? So all of you are clear about check constraint. All of clear, right? About not null, unique, primary, and check. It is 4 over, guys. Not null constraint, primary constraint, unique constraint, and check constraint. So tomorrow we'll see default constraint and foreign key constraint, guys. That we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Yes. Thank you so much, all of you. Bye.